What's going on, guys? My name is Destruct, and in this video I want to talk about the state of the Rainbow Six Siege closed beta. Now, I've played maybe a couple of hours in the game, and that is in-game playing time and not in the many loading screens. So I'm going to talk about points I need to improve on the full release of this title. So kicking it off with the first point, and that is matchmaking, or at least on PS4 anyway. When I first jumped into the beta, it took me over 45 minutes to get into a single match. I jumped from different lobbies. One time they couldn't find any players whatsoever. The next they could not find an opposing side. And the next time I jumped into a lobby, I just gave up. I just sat in it for 30 minutes to find a full lobby of players. I pretty much just left the controller, put it down, and went on Twitter for a bit. And that's just really stupid because there's really 10 players in a lobby. It really shouldn't take this long to find 10 players. It's a really buggy process. It takes too long. I know it's the beta, but they could still improve upon this a lot. And the next point, kind of leading off the first point in terms of waiting, and this is the game wait times, loading times, and preparation times. So once I finally get into a match, it takes 45 seconds to choose a loadout and spawn location, and then it takes 45 seconds to find the bomb and prepare defences. Then the match usually lasts about 2 minutes, and you have to wait a while for the next phase to start. Half of the game is preparing or waiting, and it shouldn't take that long. It would be much more interesting. I know this won't happen now, but rather than there being a stage of defending, that's just part of the match, so the attackers spawn further away, and only one player has the drone or something. And they just they spawn further away, but it takes them a lot longer to get there, so the defenders can still get the defences up. So anyway, moving on to the next point, we have gun physics. This is a very tactical shooter, and yet the recoil on these weapons is just non-existent. These guns fire like laser beams. I think adding in some realistic recoil would make firefights much more intense and interesting. Right now it's whoever gets the drop on them first, and I think it should be more based around skill and kind of who can aim the best. Anyway, the next point to improve would be the riot shield. Now, loads of people have been talking about this. I personally think it's overpowered. I was in the garage on the I don't even know, I didn't usually say it like that, on the mansion map. I forget the name now. There's a guy coming down the stairs with the riot shield. There's literally no way I can get him. Yeah, he could potentially kill me with one shot with his pistol. And in a game like this, I think it's game breaking. I've not yet been able to kill a single person who's been using the riot shield. And the reason for this is because it's just too difficult to flank in this game. Movement is slow and the maps are quite dense, which means if you run around and try and get behind people, people are going to shoot you, and there's people everywhere. Okay, so the final point is a little bit nitpicky, but I think it's definitely too much heads-up display HUD. And now the screen is quite cluttered with loads of little arrows and markers, and I think having a cleaner display would just add to the realistic theme to the game and generally just enhance the experience. So these are my 5 points for improving the Rainbow Six Siege beta. If you agreed with any of the points, feel free to drop a like, and also let me know what you think they should improve upon for the full release of the game in December. That is all I have for this one though, guys. I will see you in the next one. Peace.